we are actually called to remove negative emotions from our lives. Proverbs 23:7 highlights the power of our thoughts over our emotions. It says, "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he." So our thoughts have a direct impact on how we bring forth our emotions and how we behave. Negative thoughts and emotions can shape our identity and actions in a destructive way, while positive, godly thoughts can lead towards life that reflects God's truth and his righteousness. Philippians chapter 2, verses 14 through 15, Paul advises against negativity in our actions and attitudes. He says, "Do all things without complaining and disputing, that you may become blameless and harmless, children of God without fault in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world." So understand, by avoiding grumbling and arguing and these things that make us just be emotional and unsteady, we can maintain a pure and blessed character by focusing on having a positive attitude, taking control, and bringing our being under control. And so having a positive attitude not only reflects our status as God's children, but also allows us to stand out in a world that's filled with negativity, and therefore we're able to shine with God's spirit that lives in us. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 31 and 32 calls for the removal of negative emotions and thoughts, telling us, it says, "Let all bitterness, wrath, anger, clamor, and evil speaking be put away from you, with all malice, and be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God in Christ forgave you." So this is teaching us that we actively should be ridding ourselves of negative emotions like bitterness and anger, and replacing them with kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. And by choosing to focus on positive and godly attitudes, we're then able to overcome the negativity and reflect Christ's love into our interactions with others. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 25 contrasts the effects of anxiety versus kindness. It says, "Anxiety in the heart of a man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad," teaching that anxiety and negative thoughts and emotions can be a heavy burden on the heart, while kind words have the power to uplift and encourage. So by focusing on speaking and receiving words of kindness, we can then counteract the weight of anxiety and experience the uplifting power of being positive and showing God through our lives to others.